Hello you all, welcome to Oliveboard. I hope I am audible and visible to you all. If I am audible and visible, please give me a thumbs up. Then I'll start with the today's session. Hi, am I audible? Could you please confirm it once? Good evening, Sumit. Okay, thank you. Then let's start with today's class. Before starting ahead, I want to remind you further that more than half of you are not subscribing to our channel but just watching our video and going. Then please do subscribe and like the video if you are really enjoying the session. Other than that, we are running live RBI classes on our app, so you can just join that. One more thing which I want to add over here is on 2nd and 3rd of December you will be having a scholarship test by which you will be getting 60% scholarship. You can register yourself on this. Believe me, it will be worth it. For the next year RBI preparation, this will help you a lot. You must enroll, if you can, you must enroll in some or the other course. You must take some mock test so that you can assess that okay, whatever you are doing is it up to the mark or not. One thing, I am good, Deepika, thank you for asking. Next thing, I asked you about the health and wellness center. Yes, some of you have commented that health and wellness center are a component of your Ayushman Bharat. And what was the target? The target was to create 1.5 lakh health and wellness center. So the question for you, the question says a flagship scheme for a health protection scheme was launched in the year 2018. It aims to provide universal health coverage to poor and vulnerable sections of the society. You have to tell which of the following statement given over here are correct. So you have to tell me the correct statement which is given over here. So the first statement says that it was launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Obviously, if it's a health based scheme, तो इसमें से और कौन ही launch करेगा? I believe you all are aware of that. Next statement says it's a central sector scheme. What do you think about this? Is this correct or not? Next statement says that the beneficiaries entitled are selected from National Family Health Scheme and matlab NFHS. So the beneficiaries are selected from NFHS data. That is what the statement says. Yes, and option A and B or option number E. So Nidhi is saying option number D. Sumit is saying it's not central sector, it is centrally sponsored. So let's first revise what is there in this scheme. Please do remember this scheme from exams perspective. It is ultra important. Launched in the year 2018. Yes, it's Ayushman Bharat. Health and Family Welfare is the ministry, but obvious. It's a centrally sponsored scheme. What was the objective? The objective was universal health coverage. There are two components under the scheme. I have told you in the previous class as well. One of the component is Health and Wellness Center and the other component is Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. When I talk about Health and Wellness Center, what was the government's target? Halaki government has met its target. Government's target was at that time 1.5 lakh Health and Wellness Center which have already been created. These Health and Wellness Center basically focused on your primary health activities. So they were giving primary healthcare services. One thing. Next thing, these Health and Wellness Center were also giving services to maternal as well as services like maternal and child health services. They were also giving these type of facilities. Next thing is the second component, which is your Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Under this initiative, 5 lakh per family per year was given. It covers 3 days of pre-hospitalization and 15 days of post-hospitalization. Must remember these two data. The person who are enrolled under this can take the benefit of both public as well as private institutions. तो मतलब दोनों ही hospitals में they can get the benefit. The criteria is that private hospitals must be empaneled. तो बस panel पे होंगे then they'll get the benefit. Next thing, यहाँ पे सिलेक्शन कैसे होता है, इट इज़ नॉट NFHS डेटा, NFHS के डेटा से देयर इज नोबडी दैट इज सिलेक्टेड, इट इज़ योर सोशो इकोनॉमिक कास्ट सेंसस विच इज SECC का डेटा, दैट इज यू नो अ डेटा फ्रॉम वेयर वी पिक beneficiaries for the scheme. Okay, next thing, when I talk about this, you know, Ayushman Bharat, this Jan Arogya Yojana, when we are giving insurance cover under this, so there are three categories by which, you know, insurance cover can be provided. First category is where, you know, assurance model. In this assurance model, state health authority directly, you know, pay or you know, directly pay the amount to the hospital. जैसे कोई पुअर गया हॉस्पिटल में अपना इलाज कराया, then hospital will send the bill directly to the state government will reimburse the money. One thing. Next is your insurance model. In insurance model, you know, insurance company is the one that is handling everything. तो एक insurance company को, you know, by tendering process, one insurance company is selected and that will provide the insurance services, and the premium to these insurance companies will be given by the state health authority. One thing. Good evening, Sanjay. Next is your mixed model. In mixed model, your state as well as insurance company, they both the models are being followed somewhere or the other. You don't need to get into much detail of this, but just remember there are three models by which this scheme is being applied. So obviously option number 1 is the only option that is correct. Rest of the options are incorrect. I hope you are now able to tell me why, because it is not the central sector scheme, it is your centrally sponsored scheme. Other than that, it is not National Family Health Scheme जहाँ से data आता है, it is your SECC data. Any question you can ask me, else I'll move ahead. Now the next question for you is, recently there was a scheme, a central sector scheme, therefore important also. This scheme basically focus on drones to the women self-help groups. So basically this scheme focuses on providing you know, drones to the women self-help groups. So basically Samprit Raj, there are three types of, you know, insurance model which is there. In the first model, your state health authority is directly reimbursing to the hospital. There is no insurance company that is there. In your insurance model, it is your insurance company जो कि premium देती है to the hospitals, reimburse करती है to the hospitals, and premium to the insurance company is paid by your states. In the mixed model, what happens is insurance company just checks okay कि जो claim आया है hospital की तरफ से is it right or wrong, कोई मतलब ऐसे fake claim तो नहीं है, only that they check, but the payment is directly done by the state health authority in this mixed system. Okay, so Sumit, yes, the option I have taught today, Ayushman Bharat. Sanjay, you are correct. It is 1261 crore. Please remember this data as well. Very, very important. Now about the scheme. It was started in the year 2024-25 till 25-20 for this period. The cabinet has approved this scheme, and this union cabinet is obviously chaired by a prime minister. It's a central sector scheme, means 100% funding for this scheme will be given by a central government. Scheme का ये outlay याद कर लेना, this is important. Aim क्या है? What is the aim? The aim is that, you know, drones, कितने drones? 15,000 selected women SHGs during the period of 2023-24 for providing rental services to farmers for agricultural purposes. So in self-help groups के specifically women को, you know, drones will be provided. कितने drones? 15,000 drones. Data याद कर लेना. In drones का use क्या होगा? So you know, these drones can be used for applying nano fertilizer as well as pesticide application. Now ये जो SHGs है इनको select कैसे करेंगे? So all in all 89 lakh SHGs will be selected. These SHGs are already working under your Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Day NRLM, you know, Ministry of Rural Development. I hope you all remember. तो वहाँ पे already SHGs are being formulated. उन्हीं में से 15,000 SHGs will be selected for this specific purpose. Next, इसमें कुछ special resources आएंगे तो नहीं, you know, all these departments which I have written over here, they will converge their resources for this very scheme. One is Department of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, other is Department for Rural Development, then Department for Fertilizer, Women Self-Help Groups, and lead fertilizer company. The leading fertilizer companies will actually, you know, pool their resources for this scheme. जैसे मैंने बताया, you know, 15,000 drones will be there. out of these 15,000 drones, 500 drones will be given by your lead fertilizer companies only, और बाकी के जो 14,500 drones होंगे ना, ये आपके central government provide करेगी. So remember this as well. Out of those 15,000 drones, 500 drones आपके lead fertilizer company provide करेंगे, and the rest 14,500 by your central government. Now अब ड्रोन देने से तो काम नहीं होगा, ट्रेनिंग भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. पता कैसे चलेगा फीमेल्स को कि चलाना कैसे है? तो ट्रेनिंग देंगे. कितनी ट्रेनिंग देंगे? You know, these SHGs will be selected and they will be given a training of 15 days, in which 5 days they will be trained कि how to operationalize this drone, इसको उड़ाना कैसे है. For the next 10 days, you know, nutrient and pesticide application कितनी करनी है, कैसे करनी है, that will be told to them. Okay. Next thing, financial assistance. How much financial assistance would be given? Then by the center to each self-help group, at least 80% of the cost of the drone would be given, including the accessory and all those things. वो भी central government provide करेगी, and a maximum of 8 lakh. Let's suppose अगर 10 lakh का loan है, the you know loan is of 10 lakh, then 8 lakh would be given by your central government at max. 8 lakh से ज़्यादा नहीं देगी. This is what the government said. अच्छा, ये जो money है, ये आएगा कहाँ से? This money you can get from agriculture infrastructure fund. Government has allowed that, you know, अगर और भी पैसा चाहिए, then you can take from agriculture infrastructure fund, and in this fund, you know, there is an interest subvention of 3%, and this interest subvention is being borne by your central government only. Now tell me, agriculture infrastructure fund, AIF, agriculture infrastructure fund, is being managed by which organization? Agriculture infrastructure fund is being managed by which organization? Please don't do all these things. I don't like all these things. Please be serious in the class. I am not here for all this shit. So please focus over here. To all those who don't know what is agriculture infrastructure fund, please comment down in the comment section below. We'll take this up tomorrow. Now, so correct option is option number A, which is 1261 crores. Now, you know, as far as this scheme is concerned, देखो PIB में already इसके बारे में लिखा है. So this is what, you know, I want कि अगर आप Twitter use करते हैं, you use such platforms, तो वहाँ पे, you know, इसको subscribe कर लेना. These information which will definitely help you in your examination, because क्या होता है, sometimes whenever you are looking at these infographics, ना, they register in your mind for a longer term. So therefore, please do. Securities and Exchange Board of India, Ministry of Finance, Nabard, no. Just a minute, guys. Let me. Okay. So please tell me, agriculture infrastructure fund कौन manage करता है? A homework question for you all. Next thing, what do you understand by bioeconomy? So you have to tell me what do you understand by bioeconomy? Is this an economy where basic building blocks for materials are derived from renewable biological resources, or is it, you know, reuse, repair and recycle are a fundamental part of bioeconomy? According to bioeconomy report of 2022, India is among the top 12 destinations in the world जो जिनके पास, you know, bioeconomy is thriving. Bioeconomy basically जहाँ पे building blocks is your biological organizations, biological resources only. Next thing, sustainable agriculture, sustainable fishing, these are all the components of bioeconomy. Obviously very obvious question. Option number E is the correct answer. Very easy, all are correct, so nothing else. Now why I am telling you about bioeconomy was because, you know, recently the news told that India has recorded 12 times increase in the last 10 years because we are now using more and more of bioeconomy. That's why this was in news. So this is a good indication, right? We are going ahead in, you know, our sustainable development goals. We will be able to meet our targets. So therefore this piece of article you can quote wherever there's information about what India is doing about climate change. You can use that. Okay. Next question, what is Advika? Advika is a platform which collects the data about bioeconomy resources. Is it a portal where Indian cities' livability data can be uploaded? Is it a new portal that is launched to check your stubble burning? Obviously, I have already told you, ये stubble burning के लिए नहीं है. Or is it a new superior drought tolerant climate smart chickpea variety? What do you think could be the correct answer? option number A. Okay, so this is for Nabard only. Nabard may, sometimes these questions are being asked. So basically Advika is the new found superior variety of chickpea, so that is there. So therefore Nabard, for you these this statement was there. Next thing, gender inclusive communication was prepared by Lal Bahadur Shastri, National Academy for Administration, Labasna, in collaboration with UN Women and which of the following organizations? Could you please tell me कौन सी organization थी? B and C. Okay, you are saying Facebook and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Okay, are you sure Facebook was there? Because according to me it was just Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Okay, next thing, India has committed to achieving 50% of the cumulative electric power installed capacity from non-fossil fuel sources by which year? So this is a part of your NDC, nationally determined contributions. So out of that, one statement in our NDCs was this only, that we want to switch to non-renewable energy sources. So हमने कौन से year तक we want to do that? We want to do that by 2030. Very good. NDCs तो सारे टिप पे याद कर लेना, they are important. Why I have took this question up? Because we are now going towards mining critical as well as strategic minerals. What are strategic minerals? The minerals that are important for any country's national security. तो जैसे हम क्या extract करेंगे? Lithium ion, we'll extract cobalt, we'll extract such minerals जो कि हमारे energy security के लिए they are very much important. जैसे lithium ion batteries बनानी है, then we need lithium, right? तो इसके लिए mining auctions are being done. So that's why this I have asked you this question. Next thing, 4th edition of ASEAN India Grassroots Innovation Forum was launched in, when was this 4th edition launched? Yeah, 2013. By 2030 we also want that there must be no road accident. Could you tell me the answer to this? ASEAN India Grassroots Innovation Forum was launched in which country? No, Kshitij, it was Malaysia where it was launched. So remember that, and obviously if it's ASEAN group meeting, so obviously सारे ASEAN countries would be there. Okay. Next question. Which country amongst the following have become the first South Asian nation to register the same-sex marriage? So basically they are opening up. तो basically ये भी एक तरह का gender issue ही है, right? तो आपके ESI से वैसे भी ये related है. You tell me इसमें से कौन सी country है जिसने first time South Asian nation में they have registered the same-sex marriage? So okay, you are saying Singapore. Somebody else? Nepal. Yes, Nepal is the correct answer. Very good. So Nepal is the one which is now legalizing same-sex marriage. Next question. Okay, before moving to the question, I want to discuss this article. Why was this in news? Because recently Central Consumer Protection Authority has said that consumers against the purchase of acid on e-commerce platforms. So basically जो हमारे e-commerce platforms है, your Zomato, Swiggy, all these platforms, Central Consumer Protection Authority has said you must not buy some acids from there. Next thing, CCPA being the watchdog of the consumer interest in India has come across the sale of highly corrosive acids on e-commerce platforms. So they want that highly corrosive elements must not be sold on this e-commerce platform. Now if we are talking about this Consumer Protection Act, तो हमें उसके बारे में भी थोड़ा सा देख लेना चाहिए. What was the difference? So earlier Consumer Protection Act was there in 1986, which was way old. Now there is a new Consumer Protection Act which was there in 2019. इसमें ज़मीन आसमान का फर्क था. There was a hell lot of a difference. Next thing, in the previous Consumer Protection Act, there was no regulator. Now they have dedicated a regulator by the name Central Consumer Protection Authority, और इसी ने ही बोला है कि एसिड की परचेज वहाँ से मत करना. There is a consumer court where complaint can be filed. You can just go through them. They are not. This is if at all you know that, that's a good for you. After all, आप भी तो consumer ही हो. आपको पता होना चाहिए what are your rights. अभी तक अगर आपकी जुरिस्डिक्शन, अगर आपको 1 करोड़ तक का कोई क्लेम फाइल करना है, देन आपको डिस्ट्रिक्ट के पास जाना होगा. अगर 1 से 10 करोड़ है then state, and if it's more than that then national. तो यहाँ पे you must know all these provisions. This is good for you. After all हम भी तो consumer ही हैं. So please do give it a reading once. I'll share the PDF with you. Now for today the question is that Consumer Protection Act 2019 replaced and repealed the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. Is this statement correct or not? Yes, obviously we have seen that this act has certainly repealed the older act, so this is correct. Next thing, the act establishes Central Consumer Protection Authority to promote, protect and enforce the right of consumers. Definitely यहाँ ये जो आपके Central Consumer Protection Authority है, this has been formulated after the year 2019 only. Next statement says, as per the Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission rules, there is no fee required for filing cases involving claims up to 5 lakh. So yes, definitely this is also correct. अगर 5 lakh का claim है, then you do not need to actually give any fees. So all of the statement given over here are correct. So all are the correct statements. Next thing, देखो consumer से related जो topics है वो आपको पता होना चाहिए. That's all for today. If you like the session, then do hit the like button, because आप लोग like ही नहीं करते हो, देख के चले जाते हो. That is not a very good practice. Your liking the session actually motivates me also. So please एक तो like कर देना. One thing. Next thing, if you have any question, you can ask me. For the PDF, you all know you can find the PDF on this channel. If you have any query, you can ask me quickly. Okay, your comment is not showing in, then I have to check it why it is not showing. I'll check it once and I'll see. Okay, then do subscribe to our channel as well. This is not a good practice that you are watching it and you are just going. Anyways, for the homework question, I have bought this 3 questions for you. You can just read the questions and try to attempt that in the comment section below. For tomorrow, I forgot which scheme I had to cover. Sampritraj, you can just have a look at, you can just research about Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. We'll definitely talk it about tomorrow. And कल के लिए government scheme, I have actually forgot कि मैं कौन सी government scheme cover करने वाली थी, but I'll take it up tomorrow only. So for that time, please try to solve these questions as a homework question. Thank you and have a nice day.